Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running.
Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
He has found the way through. Cleared without complication. Roberto Carlos gets rid without sophistication. Rijkaard. Cruyff. Davids. And that's really well manoeuvred. Scholes. And it's Van Basten. Cruyff. Can he get on the end of this? They're urging him to shoot. And he shoots! Goal! Milan! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lahm delivers. Climbs up big! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Zico. Lahm. And he's whipped. Oh, smashing header! Really well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be
face to face with the keeper. Cantona was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Van Basten. The ball has bounced loose now. Cruyff conjures time and space where few can. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Cruyff! Cruyff! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And no, that was never going to make it. Nesta. And it's with the keeper. Dida, the type of keeper who instills great confidence in his back line. And that'll be the last act of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Milan go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion.
Substitution for Milan, number 20, Pele. Coming on the field.
Here we go again.
Number 23, Bale.
Stoichkov. There's the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Cantona. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Threads one in. Bale receives it in a wide position.
Oh, looks like he's been taken out there.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
That looks a good ball through.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Oh, good claim by the keeper.
Well, his positioning was just spot on, and he made the goal look an awful lot smaller.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Scholes. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Zico.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Lahm proves just a little bit too strong. Not the most accurate pass.
The message is clear, none shall pass.
And it's Valverde.
Good ball, good take.
And here's Scholes. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And that's...
Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's Van Basten! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Referee has just said play on.
Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Nicely weighted ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Scholes. Valverde. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And smartly reclaimed.
And that's that.
Milan can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. Cantona voted man. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Barcelona.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
There've been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a withdrawn winger.
And he's had some wow moments along the way.
He excels.
Back into the middle.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Forlan. Raul. And it's made its way to him. Cruyff. Rijkaard. And it's Lam. Zico. For O'Shea. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
De Gea clears. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's bustling through here. That is a crunching tackle. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Lovely pass, but can he get there? O'Shea. Now it's Cruyff. That's very neat. Played out wide. Thuram. And here's Cantona. That's a little off target. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Now it's Cantona. Shoots! That is some save from De Gea. It's loose now. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, such a clever touch. Cross to the back post. And that has been knocked clear. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Raul. Cruyff. Pelé. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And this is Zico. Zico! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Zico, clearly.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Just a quick request today.
The midway point of the game.
Milan really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Milan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Tchouaméni, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Roberto Carlos. Neymar. Neymar plays it in. And he's there to get it away. Forlan. Shot a goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Zico. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter.
Decent chance! It's hit the crossbar. And he thumps it clear. And it's Bale. It's a good spell of possession, this. Cantona looking to be a menace in the final. He's had a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Now it's Cantona. Takes the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Substitution for Milan, number 11, Cantona.
So, time for
Number
changes
22,
on both sides, actually.
Zico. Coming on the field, number 10, Didier Drogba.
Stoichkov.
Number 15.
And that's a danger. He's going for goal! It's in! And that could well be the winner!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench. He rises! Oh, taken with style. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Messi. Conte. Roberto Carlos. Quality ball. And that will be it. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Botafogo have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
And this is Raul. Davids did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Raul going face-to-face with his great rival. Quarter of an hour played. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Zico.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Nicely aimed pass. And this is Owen. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Raul. Mateus. It's a threatening ball. And here's Romario. Cantona. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And it's Robertson. And this is Raul. Nesta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Owen. Looking for options for movement. It's a loose ball. And we have our very first corner. Zico goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, easy pickings there. Owen. Mateus. Zola.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Has a look and place it forward. And that'll be the last act of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Substitution for Botafogo, number 18, Raul.
That gets things going for the second half. So the first half brought no goals.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Played into space out wide. He has found a way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nice control. And this is Romario. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Romario! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That's gone for a throw-in.
Substitution for Botafogo. Number 9, Owen. Coming on to replace him is number 10.
Botafogo are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Zola is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Now it's Romario. He could be in here. And he's opted for the long pass. And this is Bale. Zanetti. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. And Mateus. Zanetti. Bale is herring after that one. And it's Tonali. He's found a way past. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's...
There's the shot! Well, oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, taken with style! And that could well be the winner!
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Botafogo have fired themselves in front.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Looking for a runner. Zola. And that's another good win of the ball.
2 added minutes has been
I think we're
indicated.
about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And there goes the final whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department.
Cantona! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Can he get it through? He has a look up. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Milan presented with a golden opportunity here. So this the chance to fire his team in front. Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer. Fired deep towards the back post. And he's taking no chances there. It's Pele! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. First quarter of an hour gone. Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Filippo Inzaghi always looking for that half a chance. He's being urged to shoot.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Dida sends that a long way. Now he's got space here. Oh, he's been caught. Decent chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
João Cancelo, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Looking to play him in, and the shot's on here. Now the delivery. There's the header! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
After 32 minutes is number 19.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Zico. It's run loose here. And this is Drogba.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Half-time getting close now. Pele. And he skips past his man. Pele was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Memorabilia from today's match are now available.
Substitution in progress.
Second period then underway. Lahm, he's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Bale. Lahm, he has found a way through. Lahm plays it in. Bayer deals with that nice and simple. Neymar, given the lift of his goal. Pele. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Filippo Inzaghi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now that looks a decent ball. Spain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, this is a great...
Oh, shooting chance! Goal, Milan! And they've got their lead back.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Substitution for Spain, number 11. Felipe
Time then for the
Calderón.
first substitution of the
Number
game.
9,
Milan go into the lead.
number 19.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
João Cancelo.
And here's
Coming on the
Bale.
field, number 13. Van Nistelrooy. Number
Ball is over the
22,
line.
Bernardo Silva. Number 21. De Bruyne. Number 18. Silvestre.
Just about up to 75 minutes. He's found a way through. David Villa has it in a wide position.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Good ball, good take. They're back in possession and ready to go again. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Looking for a runner. That's good vision. Now it's Villa. Oh, he's played it in. Look, shoots! Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's made its way to him.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Very much into the last knockings. Turan.
2 added minutes have
And
been
it's with the
indicated.
keeper. Lam. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
Takes a shot! It's there! We thought it was over! It's all square once more!
A horrible blip, a situation. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Saliba makes the interception. Milan finding their passes. And this is Zico. And a chance! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Japan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Lam looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Lovely bit of skill. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Milan are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. And no, that was never going to make it. Belletti.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Zola. Beckham. And here's Zola. Played back into the centre. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Played out to the right. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Can he get on the end of this? Beckham with the big header! Oh, he's hit the bar!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And they're back on the ball again. Pele hurtling down that right flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Scholes. Milan are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Swings in across. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Now it's Beckham. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
Such good technique.
Zola. And the ball is out of play.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Volunteers for each
How
block.
would you review the
Please
first
report
half?
to the staff room
Milan
immediately.
really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Milan have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Substitution for Japan. Number 1, Beckham. Number 37.
That gets things going for the second half.
Coming on the field.
Milan really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Number 10,
Saliba is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Scholes. He won't be happy with that one. Milan are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Hit into the middle. Lahm can get it clear. Looking tidy in possession here. Out to the right. And it's Azar. Oh, that's an excellent interception.
Japan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, that has not gone well. Adams. Oh, good spread. Can he get it through? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Zola. Davids. And this is Drogba. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Played out towards the right wing. Could move up a gear here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. 75 minutes played. And here's Bojan. And it's Azar. And they win it back again.
Japan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And that's aimed into the middle. Oh, can he finish? So close to drawing level.
Fernando Torres was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
It's a really well-measured ball. Hazard.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And it's Zico. Milan close now to seeing this one through to the end. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Zico picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
No, that's been intercepted. Threads one in. He's on it. Can he get away? It's crossed into them. He's got tall. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
That has not gone well. Now it's Drogba. Goes looking wide. He's gone for goal! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Rooney. Has a shot! It has to be Wayne Rooney! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Shoots! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Cross in, looks like a good one. And he's quick to get it clear again. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Hernes is always playing with one eye on the spectacular.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
So, another set play. Lahm has it out wide and in space. Climbs up big! It's a goal! What a moment for the triple centurion, for one of this team's favourite sons. Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Milan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams.
Donadoni! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Pele. Rijkaard. Zico. Now that's well seen too. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's had it taken off him. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half.
Yeah, that's such a good position too.
Neymar! Another special Neymar moment! He's got himself an absolute peach. And again they hit the front.
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's...
Takes a shot! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Vitinha is always looking to break lines. Now it's Drogba, now it's Bale. And here's Rooney. Lahm. Ball driven towards the far post. Rijkaard is there and he can get that clear. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And they've got rid. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
And it's been taken short. Neymar could try cutting inside here. It's their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. Vitinha. No, he refuses to take the bait. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Oh, there's a
And the shot! And he hits the net. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Lahm is always looking to play quality balls. Tries to pass it through. Hit into the middle.
Oh, smashing header!
And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
And he's had it nicked away. Lahm. Oh, that's fabulous. Nice control. Lahm gets into some space. Up he goes! It's fallen kindly here. It's there! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the...
Oh, what a climb! They've done it! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Zola takes the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Rijkaard. Now it's Batistuta. And there goes the final whistle. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Milan.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. Milan have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
It's a promising position.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Keeper has taken decisive action. Ball is over the line. And that's another throw. Lahm delivers. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Milan have their second corner now. That's a decent clearance. And it's Cruyff. Gets a good foot in there. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's worked it through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
No way through. David Villa might just make this. He is through here. And he shoots! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Knocks it into space. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Rijkaard. Pelé. Can he get it through? Looking to play him in. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. Looking for options for movement. And it's De Bruyne. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Pelé. Decent chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
David Villa received... And the shot! Oh, taken with style! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And the first half is done. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Kindly remove it, as it is about to be towed away. Substitutions taking place.
So once again, we're underway. Adams with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And he's made sure that's not getting through. That's travelling a long way. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Couldn't squeeze it through. Pelé can see things others simply cannot. Threads one in. Drogba. Big chance! And he's there to clear it. Cleared without complication. Oh, easy pickings there. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Just about up to the hour now. Good ball, good take. Oh, the ball's real chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Substitution for Milan, number 11, David Villa. Number 21, coming on the field, number 20, Batistuta. Number 10, Van Basten.
He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Tries to play it through.
There they go, hunting again.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
That is some save from Khan! And that has been clubbed away. That's a shade optimistic. That's a smartly directed ball. Hernes. Now it's Bale. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Great vision. Now it's Van Basten. Now, can they get him away?
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Beckham. He won't be happy with that one. Now there's a fine ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Drogba. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he cuts out the supply.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Oh, well measured. And this is Bale. It's Bale! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles.
And the referee brings it to a close. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. So a dramatic game. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started.
Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter. He's good going in both directions and has a very impressive engine.
One of those who's become a cult hero for every club he's represented. Famously, of course, 3 years...
A header!
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a promising position. Hoist it in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Now there's a fine ball. Now, can they get him away? Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. It's played through for him. And
the shot! Goal! Milan!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
De Bruyne powering forward here. And it's made its way to him.
Decent chance!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Picked out brilliantly. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Davids. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Lam. Zico.
He rises! And he hits the net! And they're at it again in double quick time!
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And this is Rivaldo. Saliba cannot be beaten that easily. Now it's Pele. Half-time getting close now. Zico unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And this is Rivaldo. Davids. Hernes. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Tries to play it through. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Milan really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Milan ahead 2-0, and they are looking good.
Substitution in progress.
There's the start of the second half. Now it's Zico. Lam looking to play him in. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Big chance!
They want to be quick to recover this. Nicely shaped cross. Cleared away. Griezmann. Now it's Del Piero. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think
It's Zico! Oh, he's been...
Can he finish? And it's there!
And they are cruising away. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Number 20,
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Argentina.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. Cruyff making his 200th appearance today. I guess that's the most significant team news.
Yeah, and he looks like he's rearing to...
Chance, surely! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Looking for the run. Shot a goal! Fantastic from Elise! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. There is the breakthrough. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Passing is crisp and sharp. That is a great pick out. He is through here. Nesta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Lam to
Chance! It's in! AC Milan are all square.
picked that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Aimed beyond the defence. Now this could be a chance. Crosses it in.
And he shoots! In he goes again!
And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Nicely aimed pass. Great defending, strong and determined. He's on it, can he get away?
And a chance!
It's a loose ball. And this is Neymar.
And the shot! It's hit the upright.
That's going to go a long way. Pele. Neatly clipped into space. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now that looks a decent ball. He's found a way through. Drives it in.
Up he goes! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Milan go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
2 added minutes
Lam.
has been indicated.
Thuram. And back to the keeper. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And the game has already resumed here. Rijkaard. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Dida punts it upfield. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Lam. Who's set up one goal so far. Looking for options for movement. Threads one in.
Here's a chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And he's intervened well there. Lam.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the...
Tries from a long way out.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Lam. And there's green grass ahead of him.
He's gone for goal! And how good was that? He's got himself an absolute peach. And in that moment, he has his 50th goal. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Great vision. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Oh, smashing header! That was superb goalkeeping.
Rijkaard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Inzaghi. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Lahm. De Bruyne. Played out to the right. Messi. Van de Ven spots it and intercepts. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He might be in here!
There will be 1 minute added time.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. And that is that. Earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Looking for a runner. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Now it's Pelé. And this is Cruyff. And he's managed to get... Tries a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Played out towards the right wing. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Cruyff. And here's Drogba. Crosses it in. That's a lovely, neat pass. Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Now it's Batistuta. Threads one in. Lam. Rummenigge. And it's Batistuta. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Nicely aimed pass. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Pelé tries making a foray down the right.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's crossed into the middle. He's got full. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Defending of the desperate variety. Tries the cutback. Rudiger gets good distance on it. Rijkaard.
There will be 1
Thuram.
minute added time.
Nesta. And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Reflections on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Milan happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Substitution for Milan, number 20, Pelé. Coming on to replace him is number
So off we go
23,
once more.
Bale.
A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. And this is Bale. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off? That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Milan needed that, they really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Batistuta. He is through here. That is a great pick out. He's onside. He's found a way through. Rummenigge was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. 75 minutes played. Defending was strong and firm. And it's Messi. Bale. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Lahm gets it, climbs up big! Oh, it's come off the upright.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And he's looking to catch him up. Serginho gets it away. Dida. Saliba gets over and intercepts. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Lahm has it in a wide position. The ball swung. Oh, smashing header! And that is as far as it goes. Milan are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Bale picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver.